This is Atlas's general overview of our server builds for PCS7 installations. Feedback for Siemens. This is not to disparage the Siemens server rack build, but hopefully encourage growth and potentially progress in best practices for the Siemens server builds for delivery. This video is one of two. We will go over the front of the server and general philosophy, and then the back of the server. So right off the bat, two regular receptacle outlets powering the UPSs. This is customer specification, depending on whether they have 220 available or 120, or if they have a hardwired connection. That does have to meet whatever the UPS's UL requirements are as it ships, so we have to be careful with modifications to that. This customer does just have 120 coming in, so that's what we have going on, which is more than sufficient for the power that we generally draw. So starting at the bottom, two UPSs, pretty standard. That's pretty much what you see in all servers. We always include UPSs. The corruption of the virtual machines with hard power off is, never predictable. And then UPS capacity, we always lean on the customer to see what their requirements are based on their power and backup power requirements are. We then have gaps with blanks between all the servers to try to ensure airflow. There's always a gap to try to keep that closed so that the servers aren't circulating air amongst themselves. So you keep a hot side and a cold side. We always include the upgraded front panels for the server so that you can get general diagnostics on the server from the front panel without having to look into it, and you can see alarms within the server without having to log into its management portal. This is very critical. A lot of the plants that we have may be running in slightly dusty environments, fan failures, overheating. They can see that here. For applications with CVOS, we always add the front panel because they don't come with them. These are Dells, so they use the iDRAC system, which is different than the iLO system for the HP on the CVOS systems from Siemens. But we always encourage our customers to buy these. I think they're like $120, and they might save your server if somebody walks by and sees it's an alarm, as opposed to it just overheats and dies. And then again, another gap to ensure hot side, cold side. We always include a NAS, network attached storage, for rapid data recovery, extended backups, and rapid, catastrophic recovery. All of the post-commissioning VMs will be stored in the NAS, and the NAS is connected to the ESXi servers via 10 gig connection, so that recovery can be done at high speed when and if that's ever needed. We then have vented panels coming up further. These are blanks to the backside, which we'll see in the next video. And then on top, we always include GPS server in any location we think NTP server may not be available. Since the retirement of the Cyclock, NTP servers have been a base component of our installations. I have installed them on several Siemens installations as well, post Siemens' departure. That ensures that there's no drift in the synchronization between all of the devices. That has access to terminal bus and is distributed to all the machines. The OS servers then relay that information to the controller and then all of its subordinate devices. So this is our base install. These are 46-inch wide server racks, which is a lot wider than most of the server racks I've seen supplied by Siemens. It does allow for a lot of space in the back, which we'll see shortly here. So that's the wrap up on the first video. I'll follow up here shortly with the second.